Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. Last episode, Commander Burgess of Starfleet Intelligence tasked us with investigating a Klingon weapons factory in the Briar Patch, overseen by Ambassador Bavart. He also assigned us one of his best agents, Lieutenant Van Zeel. The Sumatra is ready to go, and Lieutenant Van Zeel is on board, but before we leave, I had a thought. The person who contacts me through that Tesseract device is Temporal Agent Philip Cray. And Temporal Agent Philip Cray is here, outside Admiral Quinn's office. And I assume this Philip Cray is from a different time than the one who contacts me through the Tesseract device. So perhaps he can give me some insight about it.
Greetings, how can I assist you today? Or in the future?
Can you look at this device I acquired?
This looks to be a Tesseract-based receiver. Where did you get it?
My future self gave it to me.
I see. You're not the first to receive one of these from the future.
Really?
Admiral Archer had a similar device when he was captain of the First Enterprise. These are used to send back information, and in some cases, physical objects from the future. I believe that if you were to do specific tasks that benefit the future, items useful to you could be sent back in time for you to use.
I see. Fascinating. Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Well, where do I start? I'm 157 years old.
And you're still an
ensign?
ensign?
That's only because I spent 90 years caught in a temporal distortion in the Typhon Expanse, serving as an ensign under Captain Morgan Bateson on the USS Bozeman. Much of the crew of the Bozeman found it difficult to integrate back into Starfleet. So much had changed. The Temporal Intelligence Agency took in many of my shipmates, due to our first-hand knowledge of events that occurred in the past. So, that's where I ended up.
Fascinating. That's all, thank you. Fascinating. Anyway, time to make my way over to the transporter pad. Sumatra is waiting. Helm, set a course for the Briar Patch. Warp 5. Lieutenant Van Zeel outranks me. I am a lieutenant junior grade. She seems to be a full-blown lieutenant. She says she looks forward to solving this little mystery with us and our crew. As do we, Lieutenant. Long-range sensors are picking up several Klingon battle groups. They appear to be placing self-replicating disruptor cannon turrets throughout this region of space. If we don't take out those cannons now, this entire asteroid belt will be bristling with Klingon defenses. The composition of the nebula will make maneuvering at high speeds impossible. In addition, the Briar Patch contains pockets of Metreon gas. The gas is highly reactive to weapons fire, and it could be very dangerous. Starfleet recommends we keep at least 4 kilometers away from any of the gas clouds. This should keep us safely out of range of if one of them happens to ignite. However, the gas can also be used as a weapon, that being the Riker maneuver from Star Trek Insurrection, I believe. If we detonate the pockets of gas when the Klingons are close to them, they'll do a lot of the work for us. The Metreon clouds also require us to maintain low impulse speed or risk damage to the ship. But Lieutenant Van Zeel has an idea. Let's hear it. She thinks if we modify the Bussard collectors to filter out only a percentage of the Metreon particles, then we could use the excess energy to go to full impulse without risk to the ship. That is far too risky. I'm fine with low impulse. Set a course for the Klingon turrets. Best possible speed. Oh, there's Klingon ships over there. But they don't see us. The nebula seems to be concealing them from their sensors. Nope, I was wrong. No, I meant to shoot the Klingons, not the Metreon gas. It's a Raptor escort. Nothing we can't handle. They're hiding behind this asteroid. But... God. Tactical seems very enthusiastic at shooting things at the moment. Right, Tactical, let's only shoot the disruptor turrets this time. Can we do that? Ah, Brawl-class bird of prey. And a freighter. 2 freighters. There's the bird of prey, and now another freighter. No! The auto-targeting sensors keep targeting these clouds of Metreon gas. Right, fire at the turret. Sensors are picking up energy signatures near the large asteroid, and it looks like defense turrets are guarding the facility on the asteroid's surface. Lieutenant Van Zyl thinks that there's a Klingon Defense Force military research station built into the asteroid, and that our Klingon friends are up to mischief in that base. Helm, set a course. Best possible speed. We're nearly at the base. Tactical, prepare to fire at the disruptor turrets. Open fire. Prepare an away team. I'd like to see what those Klingons were doing on that station, and Lieutenant Van Zyl is requesting to join the away team. We'll be glad to have you, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Van Zyl is reading several Klingon life signs in the area. But her tricorder is also picking up 2 additional life signs. She thinks they're hostages. I would tend to agree. Weapons ready. Oh, we have to breach the door. Well, I'm fine, but that didn't seem safe. I was breaching the door, and it just went off when I was right there. Fascinating. Klingons. Open fire. I vaporized him, good God. You know, this phaser is called a phaser stun pistol. Why is it vaporizing people? Why is no one else worried about this? What if I try to stun someone and they just disappear? Tyrell suggests that while we're checking the computers, we should look for any data that the Klingons maybe have collected about the Iconians. That's a good idea. Ooh, they haven't noticed it yet. They haven't noticed the door exploding. Oh, they've noticed us now. Open fire. Oh, that person's using that hostage as a human shield. Too bad I flanked him. Let's speak to the hostages.
I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but ask fast. I'm going to the shuttle bay and getting out of here.
How did you get here?
I'm an independent researcher. Word got out that an interested party was paying a lot of latinum for simple projects. It sounded like a good deal. Then I got here, found out the Klingons were my new employers, and the good deal was work or die. I should have known better.
This hostage looks like a part Vulcan or a part Romulan. I would tend to think Romulan because she doesn't seem to be suppressing any
There
emotions.
used to be about 20 of us working on various projects. As people completed their work, they would disappear. I heard one of the Klingons say that my time was up. You got here just in time.
You're welcome. What do you know about Ambassador Bavat?
Bavat is the one running this whole operation.
I know.
I overheard him say he's keeping the Klingon Empire strong by prolonging the war with the Federation.
What?
He thinks that unless the Klingons have an enemy on which to focus their energies, they'll fight amongst themselves and tear the Empire apart. I kind of hope he's right.
Well, that is a common view among Klingons. Do you know his whole plan?
He hasn't let much information slip, but I know that he found some sort of device abandoned in deep space. He wants to use it in an attack so horrible, the people of the Federation will demand that Starfleet take revenge. The fighting will continue for years.
That's not how the Federation works. If he does something horrible, the Federation will likely surrender. If they have a weapon like that, the Federation wouldn't risk prolonging a conflict. What do you know about the weapons here?
The Klingons are planning something big. They have been forcing us to design weapons. They want improved disruptors and torpedoes for their ships, but some of their demands have been very specific.
Specific?
They want a weapon that can punch through solid neutronium, which is impossible. And they keep talking about torpedoes, with payloads big enough to destroy a small planet.
Were any of you successful in designing these weapons?
There are prototypes of some of the new weapons in the laboratory here, as well as schematics on the base computers. If I were you, I'd destroy the prototypes and the schematics. Neither side needs that kind of destructive power.
Agreed. Let's talk to the other one. This one looks human.
Thank you. These Klingons have had me designing weapons for them at Disruptor Point.
We've heard.
The scientists who finished their research are taken away. We are the only two left.
Lieutenant Van Ziel suggests that we locate the weapons, and that we should set up explosive charges to remotely detonate them. Once we return to the Sumatra, that is. It's a good idea. Let's find those weapons. And let's search the computers for Tyrell's idea. Computer, search for keyword Iconian. Oh, we're receiving a message from that Tesseract device again. Let's see what he has to say this time.
These will help. The Iconians' advantage against us is their technology, but our researchers have been hard at work to find a way to counter that. We've survived the Borg, we've defeated the Dominion. There's no challenge Starfleet can't overcome.
It's certainly an optimistic view. Oh, that's all. As usual, no time for questions. Looks like we have to explode another door without moving away from it. I think they should have at least, like, put a fuse on them. Make you have to stand away. Oh, Klingons are beaming in. Looks like another door to explode. I don't even take damage. Clearly I'm immortal, and more Klingons. They must be deaf. Right, let's plant the charges and destroy these weapons. That's a big charge. Let's get the rest of them. Lieutenant Van Zyl informs me that there's a computer core nearby and suggests that we download what's in it into the ship's computer. I agree. Let's find that computer core. Sumatra, I'm sending you a data stream. Download it into the ship's computer. More Klingons transporting in. A lot more Klingons. Ooh, that was a photon grenade, and I vaporized that Klingon. The Sumatra has the data. Sumatra, 6 to beam up.
Face to face at last with one of the Federation's greatest officers.
Ambassador Bavart.
I've read much about you, though I'm not as impressed as our intelligence agents are. After all, you were rather easily led to this system by a few well-placed pieces of bait. I've had pet dogs with more sense.
As flattered as I am by your comments, why have you opened a channel to us?
I have everything I need from the research station, but I must say, humiliating a Federation war criminal is, as the humans say, an added bonus.
I see.
Try to stop us if you must. However, I won't think poorly of you if you walk back to Earth with your tail between your legs, there to whimper at your master's feet.
That'll be the day.
You have lost this day. Victory is mine, and mine alone. Kapla!
We'll see about that. Tactical, what's the situation? Lieutenant Van Zyl informs me that we have bigger problems than Bavart, and that she's reading several Klingon ships on sensors. And it looks like they're attempting to escape the system. Helm, set a course. We can't let them do that. They may have schematics for the weapons on board. Best possible speed. There's a Raptor escort in the distance. 13 kilometers. Tactical, prepare to engage. Fire. Oh, there's a Continga class battlecruiser as well. Very old design. Just about as old as the Miranda class. That's one down. Let's get that Katinga. Prepare a spread of photon torpedoes. Fire. Oof. 4 shields are down. It may be old, but it certainly packs a punch. A few more shots and they'll be done. Right, we need to remote detonate those charges. Ops, detonate the charges. Bavart won't be getting his hands on those experimental weapons. And Lieutenant Van Zyl informs me that we've recovered a lot of actionable intel from the base, and that she's transmitted the data we pulled from the computer core to Starfleet intelligence. Here's hoping it gives us the edge we need to bring an end to this conflict once and for all. I concur, Lieutenant. Helm, let's depart the system. Warp 2.